am a lover of Superdrug skincare, but I have found that you have to have a really good look so that you can find the efficient and delightful gems within them. This video has been inspired by one of those gems, a product that is so good that I felt that I needed to do an overview of the entire line. After all, one of my goals is to become one of the most reliable resources for British skincare reviews. But before we get into the video, I would love to let you know who I am, just in case you don't know. My name is Ijeoma. I'm a beauty lover, a skincare influencer, a pro makeup artist, and a woman of a certain age. And I feel like all these things truly inspire everything that I do on my channel. So, the Deep Action line at Superdrug. It has over 16 products. Does that line need 16 products? I don't think so. But because capitalism and the beauty industry are in a very deeply committed relationship, here we are. It would also not be practical for me to review all 16 products. They don't all suit my skin type, neither my skincare style. And one thing I definitely want to promote on my channel is mindfulness when it comes to beauty consumption. We don't need everything. It's not a run-walk situation. It's just skincare at the end of the day. So I have decided to focus on about 7 or 8 of them. The ones that stood out to me, the ones I feel people would buy the most. Of course, we'll talk about the shining products, shining to me, but I feel like I have enough experience to say a lot of people would love them. Wait for it. Now, the ingredients of the Deep Action line are rather similar, so I am going to be working from my phone, just giving me a place to reference. I also feel the reviews people have shared about these products will add to this review. At the end of the day, skincare is all about context. We all have different experiences with different products. So I wanted to add that into this video just to give it a little bit more meat on its bone. Let's start with what Superdrug says about this line. It says it's a skincare range that is meant to help spot-prone skin. The star ingredient in this range is salicylic acid, and it is the exfoliant acid that helps clear out the pores and really supports acne-prone skin. Let's start with the Deep Action pads. There are 40 pads in this tub. I really like the price. They are £4. It makes sense. Quite a lot of people like this product. It has 52 reviews, most of them sitting between the 5-star and the 4-star range. As I had mentioned, salicylic is the star ingredient in this line, and of course it is in these pads. There's also witch hazel in this, there's glycerin, there is chamomile flower extract, there's also preservatives and stabilizers in this formula, which makes sense because it's in a tub, because of the cotton pads. It's a situation that needs to stay moist for as long as possible for the pads to be effective. So I do understand why there's preservatives and stabilizers in this. Now, who do I think these pads are for? I think they're for those people who like to do their skincare quickly. 1 swipe, 2 swipe, they're done. I think they're also great for people who travel quite a lot. I think they're also fantastic for people who like to spot treat. Let's say you have a particular area on your skin that is breaking out and you just want to, focus the product on there. I do think these pads do have a place in this line, but for me, in my humble opinion, I don't think it's quite effective and it's not the best bang for your buck. There are other products in this line that you may use a little bit longer than these pads and make your beauty budget a little bit more efficient. Does that make sense? Next up are the blemish patches. I feel like they have become rather popular in the last couple of years. I would like to assume that they are inspired by K-beauty. That is the first place that I did see blemish patches come from. Ingredient wise, there's nothing much quite to them. They have salicylic acid, and every other ingredient are simply around the patch itself, like what it's made of. So you do get a really potent product. Review wise, I don't think there's much to say. Only 2 people have reviewed it, which I think is okay. It's not too bad. I wish we had more reviews. Blemish patches are not really my style of skincare. As I said, I don't feel like it's bang for my buck. I rather buy a product that I can truly leave on my skin, and I'm not really into single-use skincare, but I understand the audience that they target. They're for people who want quick results, and fair enough. Now, according to the reviews, these are quite thin and quite slippery and quite easy to tear. Somebody also mentioned that they prefer them on smaller blemishes rather than a big blemish, so you can take that into consideration. That is if you are blemish patch connoisseur. They cost £6, which I guess is okay. Let's see how many you get. Let's see, it doesn't say. It does say they're made in Korea. I did mention that this is a very K-beauty style type of product. Not something I would easily recommend simply because it doesn't fit my skincare style, but I understand those who want to use a product like this. Now let's talk about the product that inspired me to do this video. This is the Deep Action Anti-Blemish Blackhead Serum with 2% salicylic acid. This is gorgeous. Oh, this is so good. The texture, the formula is very elegant for what it is. It is almost free at the price it is sold at. This is £4. The bottle is quite weighty. I believe it feels like glass. Anyway, that's neither here or there. The ingredients are absolutely fantastic and truly align with my style of skincare, and that is gentle exfoliating with a touch of antioxidants while you hydrate my skin. Listen, you gotta be good to me, okay? You gotta be good to me all the time, and that's what I expect from all my exfoliating products, and this ticks the box. There's some aloe in this, glycerin, rose water, the salicylic acid, of course. There's also a derivative of zinc which supports acne prone skin, and there's also dimethicone to stabilize the formula and make it feel nice. There's also some extracts of basil and milk thistle which act as antioxidants, and they're also anti-inflammatory. It's a beautiful product. The texture is just what really caught my eye. It feels very hydrating on the skin. This is the product in the line that I think everyone should try. Everyone. And I don't say that lightly. I feel like every skin type would enjoy this as a serum, from oilier skin types to drier skin types. It just feels beautiful. This is my third bottle. I do see myself easily buying this product over and over again. It really does the job. I love the way it leaves the skin. The pores look well mannered. The skin is soothed. Yes, a solid A from me. A very, very solid A from me. Now let's talk about the cleansing soap bar. I understand why this is in the line. It's not really my type of skincare, but I advocate for it for those who have body acne. It retails for about £4, and it does have some really decent reviews. It gets 4.8 stars on the Superdrug website, with most of those reviews sitting at 5 and 4. Most of the reviews say that this bar of soap does not dry out their skin, but I would also take that with a grain of salt. Most of the people probably using this bar of soap have oily skin, so for them to dry out their skin takes quite a lot. So I think if you're acne prone and you have dry skin, because that is a possibility, be very mindful about this bar of soap and really listen to your skin, because soap can be quite drying to drier skin types. As I had mentioned, quite a lot of the people who have also reviewed this bar of soap do use it for body acne, and they are getting good results. So I do understand, and in fact I celebrate the fact that this bar of soap is in this range. Ingredient wise, there's nothing much to talk about. Of course, the bar of soap has salicylic acid, but it has all the classic ingredients that come into a simple bar of soap. Now let's talk about the second product that I actually own from the range and have used. This is the Anti-Blemish Overnight Serum. Quite similar to the Anti-Blemish Blackhead Serum in terms of ingredients, but this has a more milkier consistency. It also does the thing. I really like it, but I still like that serum a little bit more. The thing that drives me crazy about this is the packaging. I'm not quite happy with this situation. It's a little bit messy. I feel like I just don't like it. It's not quite for me. I feel like it's a little bit untidy. The dropper bottle is far much better as a situation, and I feel like the results are so similar. I know I'm not going to repurchase this, but I know I'm definitely going to repurchase this. As I had mentioned, the ingredients in this are quite similar to the serum that I have just showed you. Some of the ingredients in this are aloe, dimethicone, rose water, there's a salicylic acid, of course, there's camellia oil, there's also vitamin E, the zinc derivative. So as I did mention, the ingredients are very similar. So I feel, in my humble opinion, this is the one to get. There's just something really nice, slightly better than this. This one, yeah. Now let's talk about the targeted spot treatment. Once again, not really my style of skincare. I'm not particularly acne prone, but I do have blackheads and whiteheads that come through my oily zone, and that's my T-zone. I don't really get big spots like that, so I understand why this product is in this line, but I don't particularly like the ingredients. They seem to be a little bit harsh. I will continue to advocate for gentleness when it comes to approaching acne prone skin. And I don't say that from a place of arrogance. I say that with a lot of kindness. I can imagine when you desperately want to clear up your skin, but I feel like that needs to be a slow and steady race so that you can do it safely without compromising your moisture barrier, because your moisture barrier and its health is also a part of why you break out. Yeah, an entire conversation, but let's get back to this targeted treatment. Now, to me, this is a very old school, slightly outdated way of targeting acne prone skin. In the ingredients is alcohol as the second ingredient, and I understand to dry up the spot. There's glycerin as well, hopefully balancing that alcoholic content. There's also the salicylic acid, there's witch hazel extract, there's also some chamomile extracts in this. There's camphor, which can also be drying but also anti-inflammatory. It has like a cooling sensation to the skin, so I understand why it's been put in here. I get it, but I don't want to get it. You know what I mean? As I said, approach your acne with a lot of gentleness, and I feel like in the long run you will have better results and a better experience with your skin. But I still understand the validity of this product. I do understand there are some people who want something a little bit targeted to get into a spot, really clear it out as soon as possible. Just not my style of skincare. Let's look at reviews. Okay, it gets decent reviews. It's 4.4. About 15 people have reviewed it. 13 of those give it a 5-star. Let's leave it there. Please do your due diligence and do some research, and hopefully you may also consider that gentleness can be a part of looking after your acne prone skin. Yeah? Let's talk about the last product that I own from this line. This is the cleansing lotion, 2% salicylic acid. I bought this because I'm a toneraholic. I love a good toner. I'm always willing to try a new one. And I know it says cleansing lotion, but because of what I know about toners, I knew this could be possibly a toner. The old school name for toners is cleansing lotion. And I looked at the instructions and it did say you could leave this on your skin. It's not something that you rinse off. So I decided to treat it as a toner. I did not like this. This was a little bit too much for my skin. I did use it exclusively for 10 days and I felt my skin was just left a little bit more drier than usual. I feel like my moisture barrier was being compromised a little bit. Let me not say compromised, tested, because my moisture barrier is intact, like some good quality underwear from Marks and Spencer. But because I take my skincare all the way down to my neck, I did notice my chest area looking a little bit bumpier. Just, I could tell from my chest area that my moisture barrier was saying, baby girl, this is too much. This is too much. Regardless, quite a few people love this. In fact, they don't love this. They love the older formulation. They like how stripping it was to their skin. And I'm assuming these are people with extremely oily skin and acne prone skin, which I am not. And by saying all this should really bring it back home that skincare is very much so personal. When you're listening to skincare reviews such as this one, please take note of the person's skin type, their skincare lifestyle, how they approach their skincare. Take that into context when you're listening to reviews. It will give you a little bit meat on your bone. Let's talk about the ingredients in this. Really basic. There's some alcohol in this. There's a witch hazel, there's sodium hydroxide, there's a salicylic acid, of course. Really simple, really basic, didn't really quite do it for me. I did use this as a morning cleanser because it does say cleansing lotion, and it says it's specifically designed to deep clean the skin. So I thought maybe I could use this as a morning cleanser, and it was okay. I feel like because I'm not oily enough, I cannot get away with this as everyday use. And even if I was to sporadically use it in my routine, this is not how I like my toner to be. I need a little bit more antioxidant wise. I need more hydrating ingredients. I need some moisturizing ingredients. I cannot have you leaving my skin looking dry. No, no, no. Now let's go back to the Superdrug website and have a look at the reviews. The reviews are really low, 2.3, and this is because people are complaining that they prefer the older formula. They feel like this is not as cleansing or as effective as the older formula. So take that in mind. I can only imagine how drying the older formula was. Oof. No, not for me. Not for me. Let's just say that there are better BHA toners out there than this. I don't think this is worth the trouble. If anything, they probably need to listen to their customer base and go back to the older formula. If that's what people loved, then give it to them. You know, give it to them. Let's round up the video with a point about body care. I really do feel like if you have body acne, this is a line you can definitely investigate. I like the prices. I like the accessibility. There is a part of this range that has some body care in it. There's a body lotion and a body spray. The body lotion has not been reviewed, and the body spray has only 1 star. So you might just look into everything else. At the end of the day, this is £4. If you bought this to use on your chest, on your back, you're not particularly breaking the bank, and I bet you'll have fantastic results. This as well is £4. Apply everything I've just said. It's only £4. You're not breaking the bank. There's also a facial wash that comes into this range. I could definitely never talk about a facial wash like that. I am a true believer in gentle cleansing. But if you were to look at that facial wash in terms of body care, the reviews for the bar of soap are way better than the facial wash. That's the last thing I want to offer you in this video. Have a good look at skincare reviews on websites, not just from influencers. Most skincare reviews on websites, especially a website like Superdrug, they tend to be from the general public. They're not for people who are as versed as me. They're really giving a very, what's the word, more of a layman's experience. You know, they're just giving you the tea. They're just explaining how they're experiencing something without overcomplicating it like a skincare influencer. So look at reviews and do the math for yourself. And with that, I want to thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you find some value in this video. Let me know if you like this style of review. I did not go out and buy everything. I relied on the reviews on the websites. A little bit cheeky, but I liked it. It was authentic to me, at least it was. I will make sure to fill up the description box with all the details of everything I've discussed in this video. Thank you so much for being here with me. My name is Ijeoma, and I'll see you soon.